Hey Cancer, Happy New Year, my water babies. I really hope that December was good to you. I hope you're ready for the new year. Get this new energy on it. Popping. I can only snap with one finger. I can snap like this though. Anyway, that's stupid. I'm here to do y'all love reading for January 2021. Yes. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Let me explain to you how this goes, okay? So, I like the number 4. I do things in 4s. So this reading will be broken down into 4 different types of relationships. We're going to start out with single cancers. Then we're going to move on to attached. It's complicated, or things that can be considered situationships. Then we're going to close it out with no contact. Now, new cancers and old cancers, if you need this refresher, that's fine too. That's why I'm here. I do person 1 and person 2 for each type of relationship. I want you guys to remember that you don't have to be person 1 or person 2. I'm not assigning either one of these people to you. What I'm doing is telling you about how 2 people feel about a relationship that involves a cancer. So today, well, this month for January, you could be person 1. Next month, you could be person 2. What you have to focus on is a story. And you know your story, right? I want you guys to remember that I only know the energy. I don't know your personal life. This is for the collective. So it's for several different cancers, like lots of cancers, energy that I'm pulling. So like I said, don't decide immediately from the beginning of the reading, I'm person 1. Listen to the story. And when you listen to the story, then you can decide who are you and who is your other person. Find which shoe fits, and that's the one you wear, okay? So, single cancers. Let's get into it. Remember, person 2 or person 1, whichever. I know you're single, so because you're single, you're probably trying to figure out, how do I have another person? How is another person involved? Babes, there could be residual energy. You could have an ex that's hawking you. Or this could be a new person coming your way. This could be a friend that's in love with you and you just don't know it. Or you haven't been paying attention to the signs, or which or whatever, right? So let's get into it. I have pre-shuffled, but of course, I'm playing with my cards. Y'all know I like playing with my cards. Let me play with my cards now. Let me get the energy for person 1 for my single cancers for January 2021. Love. Let me get that energy for person 1. The energy for person 2 for my single cancers for January 2021 in love. Right there, y'all. Person 1, round and round. Number 7. So 7s talk about potential and things that could go the long run, like ambition, things that involve dedication. Person 2, never-ending story. And this is the number 10. So this is about the completion of a cycle. So already Cancer singles, this is about a past person. So again, you have to decide if you're person 1 or person 2 once I read the energy. All right, now we're going to pull a message about how each person in this relationship or this past relationship, how their higher self viewed it. It's a message from your higher self. It's something to give you a way forward, okay? There was one person in this relationship that cared a lot about status. They cared a lot about succeeding, like they wanted money. Somebody could have just graduated. I'm picking up somebody just graduated. So they were focused on building. There's another person here that wants some peace, and they don't really want to be bothered with the other person because of that status situation we just said. They're tired of being caught up with people who may be jealous of them sometimes. I'm feeling like there could be a single Cancer here who had a partner that showed some jealous tendencies towards them, like maybe not supporting them and being happy for them in their success. That could have caused this breakup. Somebody having a lot of pride. Their pride manifested in really weird ways, but it caused, again, the end of the breakup. One more. Somebody wants to come forward and say something, maybe an apology, but they're scared of how the other person will react. Y'all had some type of fallout. Cancel your last person. Did you have a fallout with them? Anyway, let's get into the story so we can find out where you fall at. Person one is freedom. Freedom reads, I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. I like that. Person two, adversity. Adversity reads, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Let's see what this message from your higher self, for you and your person, what the hell this means for you, Cancer. All right. Let me get the energy for person one. How does person one feel or view this past relationship? What is round and round, and how does that connect to freedom for person one? I'm picking up on the feeling here that both people were tired. So this break, if I see the towel, I'm gonna fall out. But this break was needed for both of you. And now I'm thinking that maybe somebody has thought back on the relationship and they want to say something. Somebody want to say something. Somebody want to come forward, but I don't know with what. Cancer, you could have been dealing with a Virgo. Okay, somebody's spying on somebody. I don't know who. Somebody want to say something, they just don't know how to say it. They're scared to say it. Okay, let's get the energy for person one. What is round and round, and how does that relate to freedom? That's 3 cards right there, and I'm going to take them. First card for person one, Cancer. Remember, listen to the story, and then you'll know where you fall. I promise you, I'm going to get you there. Okay? So we have the King of Cups. I can't even talk. The Ace of Pentacles, y'all, and the Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of earth energy here. So remember, we're talking about somebody focused on success, money, status. Person one they're emotionally open and available. They're intuitive and they're loving. They got some type of offer that they went towards. And they felt like, I think person one tried to turn you guys into friends. Yeah. So person one did the blocking. There's no communication here. But I don't know if somebody's really blocked. I just feel like there's a lack of communication between both of you at this point. I know whichever person you are, I know you guys are single, but somebody tried to attempt to be friends when this ended, and that didn't work. And so that kind of messed up the communication here, because another person was more focused on getting their emotional stability back, building up their money. They got some type of offer. Remember I told you at the beginning, somebody either graduated or got some type of certification, got a promotion, something about them leveled up where they started making more money, and they felt like they weren't supported. Now, the background noise as to why they didn't feel supported. 5 of Wands in reverse, this past energy. I was talking about that damn jealousy. There go that fucking Virgo card again. Okay, so person one, freedom and round relates to how they were never supported in this relationship. Every time they tried to do something, person two would start arguments and do things to cause conflict, and it made person two feel like they were better off being alone. And since being alone, they've been reflecting and they've been thinking about what's best for them. Person one feels that person two exhibited a lot of controlling ways, a lot of jealous ways about them leveling up. I keep hearing somebody say, you think you're better than me type of conversation. I know you want to be single since now you're going to have more money than me. It was that type of vibe, even if those weren't the words said. That's what type of vibe person one picked up. Because every time you guys had an argument, it happened when person one, remember you could be the person. Every time there was an argument in the relationship, person one would get the vibe that it was some jealous tendencies underlying. Like they were like, you always start confusion with me because I'm able to provide things for myself, or you feel like I'll leave you because I'm okay. Maybe person one came into the relationship without any money. Maybe person two supported person one financially until they did finish whatever they finished or got whatever promotion they got or whatever type of money they got. Some kind of way person one leveled up, and it made them realize that they couldn't be happy within this relationship. They felt controlled. They felt stifled. They felt like it was a lot of drama. And when they left the relationship, they reflected and they decided that communication, trying to be friends, it got really childish. We got the Prince of Swords in reverse, so the Knight of Swords in reverse. So outside of, we got the King in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So they feel like they were lied to a lot. That person too, like I said, was deceptive and manipulative. Maybe some narcissistic qualities, and they did not know how to talk to them. And it seems like it got worse the more that person one acquired, as far as education, like I said, our status within their jobs, or some type of money. Money became an issue here. And there was a lot of mind games, and person one just wanted to be free of that. And where they are right now, they don't want to go back into the relationship, because I think you guys had several cycles like this. Like, we'll have an argument, we'll stop talking for a while, then we'll get back together, have another argument. Y'all get the pattern. And person one feels like they need to focus on being ambitious. They need to focus on their potential instead of focusing on this relationship. And right now they've gotten to a place where they're emotionally stable and they feel healed from this situation. They're making money, they're happy, they have friendships now that they couldn't have when they was in this relationship, because person two was controlling. Okay, so never ending story for person two. The number is completion, well, number 10, which represents the ending. And this card, the difference in the energy from both partners is person one has this nice blue aura in their card. They're great. Their emotions are good. They got blues and purples and whites. But person two, background is dingy as hell. And this, look at this thing, this fairy. They wings all messed up. They like they've been battered and bruised. They got the heart under there with the hourglass, like it's ticking out, like I don't have any more space. Only blue they have is towards the top, so it's kind of like they are down right now and they can't see or look around them and see anything good. And it's mainly because this relationship ended. It was burdensome in a way, but we're gonna find out why. Like I said, their card is adversity. So how does adversity relate to never-ending story for person two within this relationship? What is person two's energy? How does adversary, and that's not even a word. See, I told y'all it was some competition in this relationship. Like maybe only one person was competing, because person one literally doesn't have the energy of trying to be better than anybody. They just wanted better for themselves. And I feel like person two took on the role of being in competition with their partner, trying to keep up, when it wasn't really a requirement. So adversity, how does never ending story relate to adversity? They literally became an adversary. Okay, let's see what that got to do with this. Death card in reverse. They cannot let this go. They can't let this go. They go to 5 of Wands. Thinking back on arguments, things they said, how it ended. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They do not feel like they can take care of themselves. This was a codependent relationship. So at the time that person one left, I think person two was under the impression that when person one got to where they were going to get, they were just going to not have to work and they were going to be taken care of. Got the moon in reverse. That's a secret came out. What the hell is a secret? They were hiding something. They didn't want to work. I told y'all, they literally thought that when person one got on, they weren't going to have to do shit. They thought they was going to be a kept woman or man, and that's not cool. See, this is a problem. They going through a fucking dark night of the soul. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. They going through a fucking dark night of the soul. Because they sat here and you know how people will invest in you, but they want to pay out with interest? That's this type of situation. They may have split bills with person one. Like some kind of way they made it a little bit easier for person one to acquire things or to get this education, get this promotion. They feel like they were the one that supported person one through all of this. Now, let me tell y'all why I know that that's not the truth. They didn't support in the way that they telling themselves they did. Remember they deal with a lot of self-deception, person two. Okay? And the never-ending story is because they're always trying to hook up with people to take care of them. They hook up with people for financial reasons. Their background noise is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Not working. The Queen of Swords. Cutting through. Thinking. We got the Queen of Swords, we got the Hangman, and we got the fucking Prince of Wands in reverse. Slickness. Not only did they think their ass was going to be taken care of, they felt like they didn't have to apply any type of emotions into this relationship. They were able to hold back, keep secrets. They had the Hangman in reverse. They refused to change the way they see life. Narcissistic energy. I'm telling you, something's, and I say narcissistic energy, not saying this person is a narcissist. We all have narcissistic tendencies. They just happen to put theirs on display, like theirs on front row, okay? And they really don't understand how people perceive them, as if people can't see through their bullshit. Then they got the Prince of Wands energy. They like attention. And remember I told you this relationship was on and off, on and off. And they were always looking for the next best thing, person two. And they thought person one was a meal ticket. And that didn't work out because as person one continued to climb higher and higher up, I don't know what ladder they went up. I don't know if they graduated, y'all. Like I said, I don't know if they got a promotion. Some kind of way, something happened. They earned it after they worked their ass off and they started making more money. When they started making more money, person two quit their job. I stopped doing what they used to do to bring in income. They really thought that they were going to have somebody to take care of them. And they wouldn't have to do nothing. Now that's some shit. They really thought they were going to have to work. They felt that this was the truth for them, y'all. Like, we got a Queen of Swords. Like, to them, this only made sense. So they didn't apply a lot of emotions into this decision. A lot of the decisions come from a place of ego, come from a place of not really understanding themselves. They never really tried to do that. They have a lack mindset. And when I say lack mindset, it's somebody that probably grew up and didn't have as much. And instead of going the route of, I'm going to work my ass off and get the things I want, they kind of decided to take the route of, I may use my looks, I may use my charm and things like that to get what I want. And then I'm on to the next thing. And before they could leave person one left them. And they could have been cheating too. Yeah, because if we keep going, we got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. They really, really thought this was their prize, that this was their meal ticket, and it wasn't. We even proven that with the Nine of Cups in reverse to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This blessing was not for them. They could have been working and doing the same thing as their partner, because I'm not feeling any energy where person two was used. They didn't support person one in the way they think they did. Because of their self-perception of themselves, they feel like their presence is a present. So they were thinking just every once in a while to say, "Yay, you doing it," or let's split bills so you don't have to pay it all by yourself. They look at that as, I supported you and got you to the next level. Then on top of that, they went around saying things to people about it. This is why person one, I want to talk to them. Person one tried to be their friend afterwards, and it just was, the communication just didn't work out. Now, person one does not want this back. And when I say that somebody wants to say something, it's person one has been kind of watching person two, like online or something, trying to see, like, they're trying to find something, like maybe looking to see what else is there to find. Like, I'm pretty sure they got somebody else. Person one learned something and person two learned something throughout this relationship. Person two realizes that they have a lot of secrets and they are codependent on people. And that's why they in this battered state right now. And this is what adversity is about for them. The dark night of the soul is to get it together. Get things together for themselves so that they don't have to worry about people walking out. It won't matter because they'll still be okay. Person one is realizing that a lot of this relationship wasn't based in love like they thought it was. even though they came into it emotionally mature. They really had to heal from it. And they're looking, when they watch online, they're kind of looking to see, do you miss me? Do you feel any regret? And they're probably not really seeing that from person 2, because person 2, they're dealing with the fallout of their own secrets, of the things that they hid from themselves, or the things they thought they hid. So now they realizing, I really have to do things for myself in this time. And I don't know if after January, if they'll be in a better place of, I'm getting it on my own now. But for right now, they didn't want this relationship to end. And right now, they kind of holding back on revealing that. And then for others of you, they actually have been telling, they've been telling you, if, you know, person 2 has been saying, I'm sorry, yeah, I wasn't right, yes, I should have done more, no, I should have brought more to the table, I know I shouldn't have quit my job, I know I shouldn't have cut down my hours, I wish that this would work out, I'm sorry about the arguing, I'm sorry about everything. And they're trying to tell their secrets, they're trying to say what they did within the relationship, like if there was cheating, like any type of third-party energy, lies, betrayal. They came clean and they thought it would make it better, but person 1 still didn't want to hear it. Either way, y'all, regardless of which one you are, person 1 don't want to hear it. And person 1 may have heard everything and then decided to block them after the secrets came out. They were like, thank you, but no thank you, honey. So let me get a Moonology card for person 1. Moonology card for person 1. My single Cancers for January 2021. Person 2 is really hurting, and person 1 is really thriving. And they're happy. Person 1 has a new star is coming. New moon, new year. So the new year will be better for person 1. Just, if you're person 1, keep looking forward. You know all you need to know. Okay? Person 2, you have a personal issue, reaches resolution. And we have a full moon in Cancer. This is an emotional process for them. Full moon in Cancer. So a lot of Cancers out there could be person 1. And they were dealing with somebody like person 2. And this personal issue, reaching a resolution, is person 2 realizing that there's no going back. And that all they can do is learn their lesson, go through their healing, and do what they need to do to move forward. That's really all they can do here. Now, Cancer, you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, or another Cancer. Okay? Now, let me timestamp it, and we're going to move on to my attached Cancers. Let's see. And of course, you can stay if you want to. That's your business, not mine. I'm going to do a quick reshuffle, and we will get into it. Now, for my attached Cancers. Let's see. Let me get the energy for my attached Cancers in love for January 2021. Somebody feeling stuck. Let me get the energy for my attached Cancers, January 2021, as it relates to love. What is the energy for person 1 for my attached Cancers as it relates to love? Now, my attached Cancers, please remember that you could be person 1 or person 2. Because I don't know you personally, I can't tell you which one you are. The only thing I know is the energy of 2 people in a relationship, which is why I do person 1 and person 2, okay? Listen to the story, take what resonates, and decide if you're person 1 or person 2. I also want to remind you that you may be person 1 this time, and in February you could be person 2. That's how energy is. I'm just asking the divine to tell me, how did these 2 people view this relationship? And then you tell me in the comments which person you were. Okay? Now the energy for person 1. One more shuffle. I'm gonna get into it. Person 1 is the Fates. Yes. I just like this card. So for person 1, their number for numerology is number 8. So 8s represent rewards and progress, something that is good. Forward movement, okay? Forward movement is definitely Cancerian energy, but it doesn't mean you're person 1, remember? Listen to the energy. Let me get the message for the higher self for person 1. What is the higher self message for person 1? And on a soul level of how they view this relationship is what this means. Adversity, person 1. Adversity reads, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Then person 2, we get that overall energy for how they view the relationship. Yang. So this is some heavy masculine energy. New beginnings, new energy into the relationship. So, this is so interesting. But it's a good interesting. It's kind of like a good interesting. So, we're dealing with some masculine energy here. Somebody feeling imbalanced without their yang and their yin. So we got the yang, somebody missing a yin. There's somebody feeling a lot of guilt here too. Person 1, whoever you are, you make up your mind very quick because, and you're very direct. Like I said, you could be person 1 or person 2, remember that, but I'm speaking as if you are. You know who you are, I don't. I just know the energy. Cut me some slack, right? So person 1 is very direct. They're decisive, and they always want to be in first place, so I can tell you that much, because the way that I did their energy, I've never done energy like that before. It was me first. It was that type of feeling. No, me first. I'm the most important here. So let's kind of figure out what that's about. There's a lot of pride here, but somebody feel guilty about things they've done based on their pride. You guys have a really good friendship, you know. Started out as friends, maybe. Most likely met that way. There's somebody here that cares a lot about what other people think. And they're kind of secretive about their relationship. So they don't want to be judged. And it all comes down to, I don't want to hear people's opinions and what they got going on. But it's more about a self-esteem issue. There's love here, but somebody feel like they failed their partner by the choices they made. I don't know who that person is. And they know they're being judged. There's a lot of judging back and forth on both sides. And denial. Okay. Which is okay. It's perfectly fine. We're going to get to the bottom of it. What is the higher self message for person 2? Person 2 take their time with their decisions. They move much slower than person 1, and that could be a problem. One person is the headstrong one. One person is more passive and easygoing. Let me say it like that way, because it ain't passive, because they're the type that they will defend themselves. I just picked that up. Like when I said passive, something reminds me, oh hell no, don't try me. They're not passive, but they just real laid back. Person 2 is their personality. So doubt is the overall message, I guess, for person 2. Their higher self wants them to know that doubt means I release the need to know all the answers. That's on the spirit level. So spirit message for person 1 is adversity. I accept the challenges are the best ways to learn. Spirit message for person 2 is I release the need to know all the answers. Okay. You get a shuffle going. could be dealing with a Gemini. There could be a Gemini involved in this. There could also be a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius involved in this, in the mix of this. Fixed signs. Destined to be together. Where is that coming from? Destined to be together. I told y'all somebody here is very direct and blunt. They don't put a lot of, they use logic over everything. Queen of Swords for person one. Queen of Cups. They're emotionally mature. They're one of those type of people who they don't want to, they don't mince their words. Like I said, they're very direct. They loving, but they kind of the person that may have a resting bitch face, man or woman. They may look really mean and they may speak with authority when they do talk, but they are loving, okay? And so they feel like in this relationship, they were able to open up themselves. They were able to be vulnerable, okay? But they were left waiting a lot. There was something happened when somebody was pregnant too, where they didn't have the support they deserved. And they can't let that go. Four of Cups. And they've lost interest. So, what's the background noise? A lot of arguing. A lot of breakups to makeups. They want this cycle to be kind of complete. And when they have the Princess of Disc here, feeling like there's a sense of maybe there's something else out there for me that will bring me more stability, bring me more happiness. What happened? Because person one is in this energy of, I feel like this is not fated for me. So is it person two that feels like it is? It just needs new energy. We're gonna find out. But person one is in this energy of, I have to cut through bullshit. I have to cut through what you say, you know, and when you talk to me, regardless of how much I love you, how emotional I am about you, how much my heart is devoted to you, I'm tired of investing in this and not seeing anything come from it. But this is like I said, a very direct person. They may come off as cold, but they are very loving and nurturing people, especially to those close to them. They are very good at showing love. They make the people around them feel appreciated. They invest a lot of their damn time too. They are quick to make decisions, so they probably quickly made up their mind about person two. Whoever person one is, like I said, they're decisive. But this relationship has put them in some positions of drama from outside sources, constant breakups to makeups, things that made them feel like this cycle needs to be over. And they've been planning in their mind, I'm thinking in their mind about a way to move forward and be stable on their own. It's an idea. Person one is not in the energy of, I want this to be over, but they thinking, how would it be if I was by myself? They're defensive because they're constantly having to sit in their feelings. And they try to approach person two about their feelings and have a adult conversation about it. And I don't feel like that's been happening. Yeah, like I said, there could be a Taurus, a Scorpio, an Aquarius, or a Leo involved here. And could be key players in this situation. But person one feels like there's just been too much drama, and every time they try to talk about it, they're starting to see that them and their partner, they aren't on the same page as far as emotional maturity and goals. Something about goals. Like, we don't have the same view for the future anymore. I thought we did, but we don't. And they feel burdened. There's a lot of burden here. Okay, let's get the energy for person two. What is yang in this new beginning, and why do they doubt it? What does doubt have to do with that? Person two has picked up on the fact that the love is starting to dwindle. They know that person one is not interested like they used to be. And they know it's from things they've done. We're going to find out what the hell I want to know what they did. Anyways, got the sun in reverse. They don't feel happy like they used to. Yeah. Six of Cups. They want this. They want to renew this, but they don't know how. They want to renew this situation because of the bond. It's so much history here. We got some spying going on that comes in with doubt, trying to figure out. Yeah, they say they're not happy because of things I did, but maybe it's somebody else. That's how person 2 is kind of looking at it. Like, let me see if I can look on their social media. They probably have been going through person 1 phone and finding ways. Yeah, 2 of Cups in reverse. They know this bond is broken. You know what, y'all? Background noise is the devil. 5 of Cups in reverse. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Shut the front fucking door. Ah, okay. This is where all this damn denial and doubt come from. They do want a new start. But remember I told you it's kind of like 2 people who feel like something should come to an end. Person 2 is not as, they haven't been happy for a while, okay? And instead of talking to person 1 about it and being mature about it, they went about handling their feelings in a different way. It wasn't necessarily that they cheated or anything like that. But I do feel like they were doing some online flirting, texting somebody, doing something they weren't supposed to be doing. So because they were doing it, now they're trying to figure out person 1 doing it. But person 2 knows that a lot of things that they've done have kind of hurt this relationship. Not kind of, but have. They've hurt this relationship. They could be dealing with addictions and toxic ties. They refuse to say sorry. They're not that type of person. They don't think they owe an apology in this situation. They know they did wrong, but they don't think they owe an apology because they feel like financially they gave more in this relationship. They didn't feel like it was equal give and take, and that the marriage at this point it's like upside down. This commitment could be for years. At the minimum, you guys have been together since the majority of 2020. Let's say it that way. That's the minimum time this relationship happened, at least a year. Like it could be 10 months or more, or 10 years. It's that type of span. And it's a lot of toxicity within the relationship, arguing. Like I said, this person has addictions to things. Person 2 likes attention. They won't say it, but they love it. And person 1, being their partner, sees that about them. They're flighty. They don't know how to let go. This is the type of person that want to talk to they could be like 45 years old and still talking to somebody, like trying to hook back up with people they talked to in high school type of shit. I just picked that up. Like, oh, let me see what they doing. Let me see what they doing. I don't know why I just picked that up. That was the weirdest shit. I don't know who that's gonna apply to. If it don't apply to you, just let it go. But I really did pick up on person 2 being the type that goes way back in the past to talk to exes. But I'm talking about like exes from 30 years ago. Exes that have had probably 2 marriages at this point. Like they go back because they just not fulfilled within themselves. Like relationships don't fulfill them. It has nothing to do with person 1. Just relationships don't fulfill them. They constantly doubt everything that's around them instead of putting in the work. They know that this bond is broken. They know that it's broken because of their inability to stop checking up on, spying on, texting, and flirting with people from their past when they were a child type of shit. Knowing they were in something committed, they can't let people go. They could be the type that has a friend that's an ex that's a little bit too flirty, and they know it, but they like the attention, so they don't let it go. Like I said, there's some toxicity, some arguments going on here, have happened here. They do know they did wrong. They want to apologize because they feel like they don't have to. They don't really want to deal with it. In their past, or probably at the beginning of the relationship, they did show this real I'm sorry side to them. Like they know how to be apologetic and be accountable, but they lack accountability right now. And it's just attention they were getting So what they're looking for, like I said, some masculine energy. Now, it doesn't have to be a man per se. It could just be someone with a lot of masculine qualities. But whoever this is, they love attention. The attention is their Achilles heel. They like attention. And they get it too because they have money. This person has money, y'all. So this was stable. It was something committed, but now they're realizing that they messed it up. They're not gonna say that. So person one, if you're watching, they're not gonna tell you that. Real quick, I wanna know what happened here. What happened? Let me get some background information as to, I need some kind of clarity about why person one stopped being interested and stopped investing. What is this broken bond about? Because person one faced a lot in this relationship, but because this person's energy is so, they're always in a logical mind space, it's hard to pick up on the feeling side for them. What's going on here? What happened? What was that adversity? Ooh. How did person two break the bond? We got the Star in reverse. 8 of Wands. Prince of Wands in reverse. I knew it. I just felt it. There was going to be some cheating. I felt it because not only this Prince of Wands thing is this whole high school jock or cheerleader vibe. Okay? Person two. Okay, so the Star in reverse, we could be dealing with an Aquarius here, but I had already told y'all that anyways. There's a lot of fixed energy here. What happened and what made person one decide I'm not investing in your ass no more, and I'm not putting no emotions into this, and I'm so disinterested in anything you have to offer me. And why does person two feel like, well, I'm feeling unfulfilled within myself and I keep going back to my past? It's because person two dealt with something prior to this relationship they never ever healed from, and there's a loss of hope in them when it comes to love, that they could ever really get that type of love again, or that they could give that type of love again. Something happened. Like I said, there's been a loss of hope in this relationship all the way across the board, but I just feel like person two has some things they need to heal from a long time ago, and they may keep reaching back in their childhood because it's that inner child in them that needs some work. It's that inner teen in them, that inner young adult in them that needs some work, because I'm picking up on some energy of a person that's grown here. And the constant talking to people outside the relationship was a problem, and person two emotionally invested in somebody, maybe even 3 people, got physical with other people, but it started off as conversation. It started off as something that was supposed to be innocent, and person two ended up just taking it too far with these people from their past. Like I said, I'm picking up cheerleader and jock vibes, so this could have been somebody they dated in high school. They went back and started communicating with, because there was a lot of communication, and I feel like person one saw that communication, saw it on the phone, saw it on the messenger app, saw it on Facebook or Instagram. They saw something inappropriate somewhere, and they weren't necessarily trying to do the research, but they did. And the reason I know that it was done on person two is because on their end, they have this Princess of Swords, but then on top of it falls into a Cups in reverse. So that's this whole spying and doing childlike communication shit is what broke this bond. So there was definitely some outside energy here, and I can understand why this is where it is. And the thing that's so sad is that person two, right now, they're sitting in their pride. I don't feel like they're gonna be like that in February. So let me pull a Moonology card. February, I feel like they're gonna want their person back. They're gonna want person one back. Person one is stable in their mind. mental health wise, and their emotions are stable. They will invest, but they also have boundaries and a whole lot of self-worth, and that's commendable. Like, I think it is. Anyways, I'm not trying to say in person 2 don't, but person 2 just like attention right now, so that's a whole nother thing. Let me get a Moonology card for person 1 in this relationship. Oh, I'm gonna take those 2. All right. Oh no, that's 3. Oh, I'm not okay with that, y'all. Let me reshuffle. I'm not okay with 3. I thought it was 2. Let me do 2 more shuffles and then pull it like that. Person 1, emotions are running high. Supermoon. Person 1 is, like I said, this thing says adversity is their problem. You know, as far as their message from their higher self. And I feel like they may, if person 1 tries to reach out to them, it could be it could turn ugly. They could be saying, I told you not to, I don't want to talk to you. It could be like, and when I say reach out, because remember we attached, y'all could still be living together, or somebody could be sleeping on the couch, somebody could have moved out of the home, and y'all just haven't made it official with other people. Either way, person 1 does not want to talk to person 2, period. And whenever there is an attempt at communication, it turns into an argument. And it's just that things are shifting. And this is the adversity that their higher self is telling them. It's that whole accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And this is definitely a challenge. Relationships challenge us. And I really want person 1 to understand that this had nothing to do with anything they brought to the table. Person 2 would have done this with anybody. It doesn't. They could have had any person in the world they thought they wanted, any superstar, anything. They still did the same shit. But person 1 does not want to be bothered. They are not in a space to talk about this logically right now. Person 2, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. That's a lot of emotional upheaval. Now, for person 2, the first thing I got when I saw this card outside of the emotional upheaval is that the conclusion that's within reach is that they're going to realize that this was not what they wanted, especially with that energy of yang. Like right now, they focus on themselves and their new beginnings and they love attention again. And so they're not really receptive to how person 1 feels in this relationship. They are not trying to face what they did, like I told y'all. But I really feel like it's coming down the pipeline. I'll be very interested to see what happens with my attached cancers in February, because person 2, they're not going to be high and mighty in a month or 2. I just feel like that. Okay, let me timestamp. And if you didn't hear at the beginning of the video, my attached cancers, Happy New Year's. Okay, now we're gonna move on. Let's do it. All right. Let me get the energy for my cancers that are in situationships. It's complicated. Let me get the energy for my cancers that are in situationships, are situations that could be considered as complicated for January 2021 as it relates to love. What is the overall energy for person 1 and how they view themselves within this relationship or this situationship? Not sure. You don't know what they want to do. Take it that damn much. Yeah, this person don't really know. Somebody in this thing don't know. Let me get one more shuffle. All right. Let me remind you, my cancers who are in situationships, for things that are not complicated. Well, complicated. I was about to say not complicated. So maybe for somebody here, they may feel like It's not as complicated as they're trying to make it. Like, they feel like this should be easier. Either way, remember that for the reading. I need to tell you this real quick in case you missed the intro and just skip to your time step, because that's my ass would have did. I promise you I would have. Let me go to my part. So if you did that, which, trust me, we all there. If you did that, I need to explain something to you. You could be person 1 or person 2. I need you to remember, I don't know you personally. So because I don't know you personally, when I say person 1 or 2, what I'm doing is asking, how did the people in this relationship, situationship, view it? It's 2 people in a relationship, y'all. You could be person 1 this month, and then next month you could be person 2. Still within the same category of it's complicated or a situationship. I ask for the energy and it pulls out as it does. But because I don't know personally who you are, unless I did a personal reading for you, listen to the story and decide where you fall. Just give me that and I'll get you there, okay? So remember, person 1 and person 2 basically means the 2 people in a relationship. Whatever resonates will let you know which person you are this month, okay? All right, that's our last shuffle, y'all. Now we're gonna get the energy for person 1. Oh, I'm telling you, person 1, somebody feels stuck. Soulmates. Soulmates. With the number 5, though, for conflict and instability. Which situationships bring, don't they? And then person 2 has round and round. And they have the number 7 for something that has potential, or either they're a very ambitious person focused on something else. We're going to find out how that relates to this situation, okay? I can damn sure tell you somebody here got a lot of pride. Somebody is in denial of the hurt they caused the other person. This has the potential to grow, but somebody here just has a lot of doubt. And that doubt has caused them to do things that make this shit complicated. Make it a situationship. There is one person here that does everything for the other. So the reason I'm saying it, because the first thing that came to my mind was, don't do wife duties on a girlfriend prices. And that relates to guys too. Don't do husband duties on boyfriend prices. So basically, somebody here is giving the person the milk before they deserve it. Like, somebody here is acting like husband and wife when they don't even really have a title yet. They're giving too much to the other person. It's not equal give and take, period. And so it makes the other partner in this situationship feel like, well, why do I have to work for it? I'm already getting it. I don't have to work for everything I'm getting. And somebody here not feeling regret about that. I think there's a partner here that realized, I've given you too much. There's like somebody here saying, what do I gotta do, or who do I gotta be to get some reciprocity? The song is X Factor by Lauryn Hill. That just came to my head. Somebody's really indecisive about whether to keep at this or to leave it alone. They just don't want to be left with regret. Let me get the soul's message for person 1 about how to move forward or how they view this. How does this relate? Stuck. They feel stuck. Sometimes they feel like they can get out of it, and sometimes they feel like they can't. Happiness. Happiness reads, I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. There's a lot of conflict for person 1 here. I can sense that at least. Then person 2, what is their soul's message? Freedom. Freedom reads, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Remember, Cancer, if this is your category, you could be person 1 or person 2. Let's get the energy pulled and put the story together, and you'll know then, okay? All right. Get the energy for person 1. How does soulmates relate to happiness? How do soulmates relate to happiness? Okay. The Emperor in reverse. You don't feel like you have much control over anything that happens within this. I feel like this started off as some committed, and I ain't put out energy for person 1, so I can't blame person 2 yet. But have y'all ever been in something where you could have even been to the close of being engaged, being engaged or something, and then all of a sudden the person starts acting single and doing what they want to do and not caring about your feelings, and it's kind of like, wait, we were just committed, and they're the type of person that changed the rules up in the middle of the relationship without consulting you. That's what I felt when I pulled out the Emperor in reverse. Person 1 feels like we were going somewhere. We had a real committed relationship. We had a title, we had goals, we had plans, we had a trajectory for our future. Then all of a sudden you switched it up on me and it was out of my control. Judgment in reverse. Staying because they think that it's going to get better and they're not seeing the lesson. This is one of those type of situations where they keep giving chance after chance after chance after chance, even though this person keeps fucking up and fucking up and fucking up and fucking up. It's like that type of thing. And we got the Empress. Somebody that provides, and remember I told you, somebody doing wife duties on girlfriend prices or a girlfriend budget. This person is giving too much. And they kept thinking that if I continue to invest like I was investing in the beginning, because this was supposed to be somebody's wife. Y'all could have had a child together, had a long-standing relationship, and all of a sudden the rules of the relationship got switched up and you didn't know about it, person 1. Somebody's child, it's a child involved here. Somebody pregnant right now. Yeah. Princess of Swords in reverse. There is a lack of communication right now. Somebody has been blocked. Yep, 8 of Wands in reverse, person 1. I don't know if person 1 did the blocking or... Okay, so background noise for person 1. The things they don't talk about to people are the things that they're trying to suppress those thoughts. We have the 4 of Pentacles, so they're holding back. And we have the 8 of Wands in reverse, communication. The Star, trying to heal and have hope for their future. And that falls on top of the 7 of Cups. Within this healing, they got 1,000 things running through their mind. A lot happened. A lot didn't happen here. They don't know what to do. Because this person is so invested now. Like I said, they were on the road to being a husband or a wife. So they like, I done gave all of my time to this. I feel like somebody done gave years to this. And did person 2 leave them? Because I'm like, I gave you everything. You just left me by myself. You left me to pick up the pieces. And they don't want, person 1 just is in this space where they don't really want to talk. They don't know what decision to make about this going forward, but they don't want to talk right now because they don't feel like they were handled right. They feel like they gave a lot, and they did. I just know they did. They gave so much. Person 1 has probably deactivated some social media too because they really don't want to talk to person 2. They are in a bubble of their own and they're not really talking to people about a lot of things. They feel like this person was supposed to be their soulmate. This was their soulmate to them. And then it became really unstable. And right now, they're focusing on the things that make them happy. Somebody here definitely could be pregnant and can't take the stress. They're probably on bed rest. Somebody on bed rest if they're pregnant here. And yeah, somebody here just wants to be happy now because they can't take the stress anymore. They just can't take the stress. This was damn sure a commitment here before it became complicated. All right, let's see what the person 2 got going on. What is round and round and how does that relate to freedom? Ain't that some shit? Oh, the reason I'm saying that, y'all, because in my mind, I'm sorry, let me tell you what was in my head. Okay, so why I say ain't that some shit is that once I said how this relates to freedom, what I heard is I don't want this responsibility right now. That's what I heard, and that's why I say, ain't that some shit? Queen of Wands. Very handsome. It's an attractive couple, actually. This is an attractive couple. Yeah. We got Taurus, Libra energy, Aries. Now we got the Queen of Wands over here. Ace of Swords, sense of clarity. Seven of Cups over here too. The World in reverse. They want to fix it, but person one ain't talking to them. So person two, this is like really either twin flames or this is either twin flame. This got to be twin flames or soulmates, because I'm gonna tell y'all why. The background noise is the Four of Wands, so they want person one back. They want to fix it, but they did a lot, y'all, during this time. So now they're in this energy of feeling like, I want the person back that I feel the closest with. And the reason I'm saying it is they got a Queen of Wands that came out for them, and they think person one is so beautiful and everything. Like, as far as attraction, they are very attracted to them. They think they're charismatic. They think they just the best thing smoking. Let me say it like that. Like, they are attracted to person one. They do care about them. And I feel like this is a divine counterpart. Y'all like soulmates or either twin flames, because we also have the King of Wands in the background noise. So now we got a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands here. Then the Four of Wands to me represents either marriage, commitment, or twin flames because of the dual sides. So, you know, I feel about four. So this is to me a connection. They thinking about that if they ever try to say they did leave person one for a period of time and go talk to somebody else, their family never accepted it really. And they didn't really try to build with anybody else. They know who they want to be with. They just felt like person one would wait. Because like I said, person one had invested so much. So it's like, you already gave me everything. Why would you leave now? They feel like they had person one on like lockdown in a way. Like it could be a child involved here, y'all. It could be something that makes them feel like person one wasn't going anywhere. So Four of Wands, commitment, stability. They feel like person one is home to them. And they do feel like person one is the person for them. They feel like they are, y'all, equals. I hear equally yoked. So they feel like nothing out there is better than person one. Like, this is who I want to be with. This is who I want to have my kids with. This is the person I want to experience life with. But we also have the Ten of Swords over the Three of Wands. So they did a lot of things that hurt person one. And it was mainly because they didn't really know which direction they wanted to go in. Y'all may have met when y'all were really young. Y'all may still be young. This could be a young couple. Our high school sweethearts. Y'all could have known each other from y'all youth. There's something about youth here, though. So if you're not a young couple, then you either know this person for a while or know them through a family member maybe, but it's something here about youth. So either meeting in your past or with your whatever. But this person didn't mean to hurt person one. Person two didn't mean to hurt person one. It's just that they didn't have a sense of direction. They were just kind of feeling their way through, thinking that, not really taking commitment serious, and they know they've done so much that it's just over. Cancer, you could be dealing with an air sign, because I keep getting swords in the background noise. So Ten of Swords, they know they've done a lot, and they feel like that's the end of the cycle. And so now they're looking at what could potentially fix this. Like, how hard do I have to go to get this back? And they're willing to fight for it. They are so willing to fight for it. Some Three of Swords energy, but it was in the past. And I don't know what happened recently, but person one feels like person two just stopped investing and started doing other things. And they like attention. But they started doing other stuff because they feel like person one wasn't going nowhere. Again, like I said, getting those husband or wife perks, but not having to put a ring on it, not having to commit to it. And that made them take person one for, they take them for advantage. They took advantage of the situation, y'all. But they see it, they just don't know how to fix it. So during January, the only thing they can think about doing is going forward and trying to speak some truth. They're trying to get some clarity about this, but they just running thoughts through their head because so much has happened. And they're thinking that since person one doesn't want to be bothered, that may be the best route here because they don't feel like they can fix it. Person two, they done did so much. The best route for them is to move forward from it. That's one of their thoughts. But at the same time, they don't want this cycle to end. They never did. They never wanted it to end. They just played around and they shouldn't have. They really, there was an engagement here. There was some type of commitment where y'all know each other families or know each other families for a while, know each other friends, share friends. This was something where everybody knew everybody type of relationship. Like I said, y'all could have known each other when y'all were young. But this King of Wands energy falling over the Ten of Swords, Three of Wands in reverse. Like I said, it's a lot of passion and sex and stuff going on here, and for person two's background. And they had round and round and the freedom card. So they literally felt like they were free to do what they wanted to, and that's what they're sitting in right now. Let me get some information, like potential outcome for January. The Devil in reverse coming out of a toxic pattern. There's gonna be, see, the toxicity that's being released is outside influences, okay? That has to go away. That sense of being in a relationship but being independent for person two has to fucking go away. So releasing toxic ties, keeping folks out of your business. Since we got the Devil, that starts out the energy of what needs to be released. That's what will be released. And what will be released is arguing, fussing, outside influences. A person acting like they're single and they're not single. Last thing is y'all will be able to heal from this and come off your break. Y'all will heal. That's the potential outcome. This situation will heal and get back on track. But person two gonna have to they're gonna put in a lot of work. And I was about to say, they're gonna have to know, what came to my mind is they are going to put in a lot of work. They know what they stand a chance of losing. And I just keep feeling they don't want to really lose person one. They never meant to make it complicated. Never meant for this to become a situationship. They wanted this, but they just played around. I don't know why they did that. I really don't. But what I am going to do is pull a Moonology card for person one. I don't know why. This is going to be cleaned up. Just like I just cleaned up my cards off the table. This is going to get right. It may not be a situationship in February or March. We're going to watch it, Cancer. Let's watch it and find out what's going on. All right. Moonology card. Oh, no. Moonology card for person one. How should they deal with their emotions? What do they need to know? Balance, spirituality, and practicality. We got some Pisces energy here. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Pisces could be a key player here. Balance, spirituality, and practicality, person one. Realizing that sometimes things happen so that the person that you perceived yourself to be your soulmate, the person you're supposed to be with, get shit out of their system, get it right so that y'all can move on and build and have a happy relationship. Sometimes you gotta let people go and show them what they lost. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen. And you're gonna balance out yourself. You're gonna get to your happiness, and it won't be dependent on this relationship any longer, if that makes any sense. That's what I was told to say for a reason. Like, that came to my mind. Like, a lot of your happiness came from being in this relationship with this person. This was kind of all you knew, person one, for a while. This is all you've known. And you're going to start being your own person outside the relationship and actually putting up stronger boundaries with person two. Once you get a good sense of who you are on a practical level and also balance out the spiritual side, your emotional side, your self-worth, your boundaries, all that's going to come into place. For person 2, we have surrender to the divine. Full moon. Full moon's about new starts too. And the moon rules Cancer. So the fact that it's just full moon, they need to surrender. Let God show them the path forward so that this relationship could get back on track, because they got to work for person 1 now. They can't. They ain't going to get nothing. No more milk for free, baby. They done messed that up for them damn selves. They done messed it up. Let me timestamp. All right, so now we moving on to no contact, okay? No contact. We're going to do... All right. Okay, for my no contact Cancers, let me get the energy for person 1. For my no contact Cancers, let's see what's going on here. No contact Cancers. Let me get the energy for person 1. For my Cancers and no contact situations for January 2021 as it relates to love. January 2021 as it relates to love. Let me get the energy person 1 and person 2 within this no contact situation. Cancer, if you didn't watch the intro, let me tell you now. You could be person 1 or person 2. This is just a friendly reminder. Because I don't know you guys personally, and all I know is the energy. I say person 1 and person 2. Okay, because it's 2 people in a relationship, ideally, right? So this month you could be person 1, next month you could be person 2. Your situation could shift next month. You may not even be in the no contact category. You may be. But what I want you to do is pay attention to the energy and what resonates with you. That's how you'll know if you're person 1 or person 2, okay? Energy is not going to be pulled the same way. So I can't sit here and say, Cancer, you person 1. I don't feel comfortable doing that, because like I said, I don't personally know y'all, and this is collective energy. But I do know there are 2 people here. There are 2 people in a relationship. Or there were 2 people in a relationship, right? All right, so, oh, right there. Okay. So person 1 is truth be told. The number 5, conflict and instability. Well, we already know that ain't no damn contact. Don't you hate that? Then person 2 is round and round, round we go, I get around. I don't know why that song just came to my head, and y'all done put this card in other readings today. Number 7, things that have potential. Round and round, round we go, I get around. I'm just hearing Tupac and see him do his little dance, y'all. That's all he's saying. Okay, either way. Not laughing at y'all been in a no contact situation. I have been there. I get it. It's bullshit, right? This relationship, I'm gonna call it relationship, because I feel like y'all were building something that would have been really, really a real good relationship. Person 1 opened their heart, gave person 2 something, money most likely. Somebody had gave some money, baby. I ain't saying a lot, but they invested more than they got. And they are doubting, and they feel a sense of regret about investing in this person. Like, let's look at it this way. If person 1 didn't invest money, which I do feel like they did, somebody invested some money. You ain't gonna tell me ain't nobody. Somebody gave some money to a person that didn't get them shit back before they went no contact. I know that. And I ain't trying to say it to be funny. I'm just saying that it's here. The energy is here. But person 1 feels like they opened their heart to person 2. And person 2 felt like that something about person 1 reminded them of past experiences, and they just weren't ready. Somebody right now is focused on rehashing like old memories and how this used to be. Nobody can replace the other person. And the good thing about it is, even though y'all are no contact, both of you are grateful for meeting each other. Y'all learned something during this time. Person 1, humor. Humor says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Person 2, you have guilt. I say you have guilt, so I don't know if that's one of my cancers out there. But anyways, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Judgment. I don't know why I'm hearing judgment. Somebody here real judgmental. I didn't care about being judged. All right, let me get the energy for person 1 in this no contact situation. How does truth be told relate to humor? How does truth be told relate to humor? What is this about? What's the conflict about telling the truth? We got the 6 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the World, and the 2 of Swords in reverse. Now ain't that some interesting shit? Okay, so person 1, okay, so person 1 is more focused on now thinking that it's about bringing in good in my life, focusing on the people in my life that actually do pay me attention, the people that pour into my cup regardless. They want to be in situations where they feel victorious, where they feel seen, where they actually get attention. They're not blocked. And they're tired of investing in things that they don't get anything back. And like I said, investing money, and they already know they're not going to do that no more. I can tell you that. So person 1 is no longer investing in situations emotionally or financially. They learned a lesson from that because this is no contact at this point. And they're okay with this cycle ending at this point. They're learning a lesson in it. They're healing from it actually, and they're at a point where they're telling themselves the truth and they're reopening their heart again. This has been no contact for a very long damn time. And they were at a crossroads about what to do, but they're no longer there. So background noise for person 1 is right now they're kind of defensive. We got the 8 of Swords in reverse. They've come out of period of anxiety about not speaking to the other person. We got the Prince of Wands. They're making for a movement, going towards the things that make them passionate, that they are passionate about, and things that make them happy. Things that are a good time. Person 1 been living it up, actually. And I think that's why they realizing that the truth be told, this really wasn't all that good for me. It was too much conflict and instability. I always had to be have my guard up because this person was always on the defense about something. I'm getting that, like, every time somebody say something, you find a way to be offended. I'm hearing somebody say that and do this too. And then we got the 8 of Swords in reverse. Like, they don't have any anxiety about the fact that this is no contact anymore. Like, they actually get into a really good place. They got the Prince of Wands and the Princess of Wands in their background. So forward movement is all they focused on. Things that make them happy, things that make them laugh. Like I said, humor is very important to this person now. Feel good vibes, things that they can safely, things that nourish their heart. So the truth be told is they needed something that made them happy, and this actually don't make them happy. They're realizing that now that person 2 did the blocking, y'all. And I think they feel like that person 1 may be wanting them to call them or contact them, but that's not the case. Because person 1, y'all got, if we keep going, 9 of Cups, the Sun, the Princess of Cups in reverse. Person 1 is good. You hear me? They are focused. They are so happy. Whatever it is going on in life, they're realizing this was really for the best. Now, person 2, round and round with the guilt. What is this about? The Emperor, controlling, bossy. Queen of Swords in reverse, blocking. When I see the Queen of Swords in reverse, like, y'all know Oprah, how she cut through the bullshit. For me, when I see her in reverse, she's a person that will make you question if you exist. That's how much they block you out. They block you everywhere they can. And if you try to contact them, they say shit to you like, are you creeping me out? You're stalking me. They're them type of people, okay? And so they did this type of stuff, and Now person one is like, fuck it. 9 of Wands on their side too. This person was feeling defensive all the time. 8 of Swords in reverse. What is the 8 of Swords in reverse about? They felt a sense of anxiety. So we got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, like that's a attention, envious, jealous person. Even though they look good, they just jealous of everybody. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands in reverse. That's some imbalance here. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Person 2 is feeling like this could have been a really stable relationship. They felt like person 1 was nurturing and provided all those things like I told you, that person opening heart. They gave of themselves. They offered money. They gave them money. They already know that. Financially, person 1 is financially stable, y'all. Then the Queen of Wands in reverse, the problem is that they saw person 1 as somebody that was like not their, how can I put this? Not what they were looking for at the time, because person 1 reminded them of their type. They continue to date these types. Like person 1 is handsome or gorgeous or something like that, because they were trying to avoid dating based on physical, but they just couldn't get past how good person 1 looked. And that made them not trust the situation. They did want to work on it. They want to work on it now. And they actually want commitment. You got the Hierophant here. Just, they don't know how to come out of this sense of pride with this Emperor card here. They don't know how to get past that. So that's kind of why the spark is gone. They feel like we got the Strength card in reverse and we got the 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they want it now. When there's no contact in person 1 at 9 of Cups. Ain't that how this shit go? Person 2 don't realize they're gonna be feeling guilty anyways because commitment ain't coming. There could be, you could be dealing with a Taurus. We got Aries here. Then all the fixed signs. So we again have Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio involved here. I'm just happy for person 1. This is actually a good reading because they blocked the wrong person. All right, so let's get a Moonology card for person 1 as far as how their feelings are, and let's fast forward. And then we'll get a Moonology card for person 2. Person 1 is laughing all the way to the happy bank. You hear me? They done. They done. They have your hard work is paying off. They invested in themselves. They focused on new boundaries. Realizing that do what makes your heart happy, not what you think is meant for you, because you invested in something. They realize that they can cut their losses. There could be a Capricorn involved here too. Y'all, I can't make this up. Person 2, nothing will come of this situation. And void, of course, moon. Nothing will come of it. And they probably thinking that it will because they feel like it's all in the cards were all in their hand, but they weren't. Well, Cancer, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you for holding on, staying with us, staying the course, and showing support. If you are the Cancer that just was here for the no contact part, I still appreciate you, boo, and I love you, and Happy New Year's, and I'll see y'all in the next video.